People understand how
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. Got a crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real-world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Real. This is my job.
Yeah, of course, we'll go over the news and stuff, but, we just do it feel natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on.
Hey, Rick said he headed to Japan.
You guys to Japan?
Safe travels, brother. Safe travels. What's good, everybody? What's good? We back. D should be hopping over here in a second. We back. So yeah, we got some updates and stuff for y'all that we're gonna go over today. Let's see. So we're gonna talk about massive demand for crypto IPOs, and how that's sending a clear signal. So that's gonna be including some Gemini talk. So Gemini Figure Technologies just pulled off two of the most in-demand IPOs in recent memory. So public markets are now chasing crypto native businesses, and what that means for the industry. So we're gonna talk about that. Let me bring D in. There we go.
All right.
And then we're going to talk about stablecoin growth accelerates as Tether launches USAT for U.S. market. So Tether will be compliant. So, I had a feeling, I was trying to tell people Tether, potentially was too big to fail, or maybe they have too many ties and just the plans that they had with Tether as a whole. So maybe Tether will survive a little longer than I think some people were projecting. We still gonna see. This is crypto, and anything can happen.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit going on, fam.
Yeah, they do. And then we got some crypto bill updates. So the father of crypto bills was French Hill. He says that market structure efforts should tweak Genius. So Hill and Senator Cynthia Lummis agree that the earlier stablecoin efforts should be edited by the pending market structure bill. So we're gonna talk about that. So we got some crypto bill updates to go over. We're going to talk about if the OCC grants Ripple a national charter, does ROUSD sideline XRP or supercharge it? And we're going to also talk about the London Stock Exchange launching a $1.2 trillion Microsoft-backed private fund market on blockchain. So we're going to talk about that as well. Y'all bear with me today. I was at my little cousin football game and lost my voice. So,
Oh, good.
Being a supportive cousin, lost my voice. So yeah, we got some stuff to go over there. So just some updates real quick before we get started. So we are doing the raffle again. Shout out to everybody that participated in the raffle last week. We thank y'all. That was a pretty good raffle. We did fall short of goal, so we are running it back this week, and we'll do another drawing on Monday. However, I did say we was only gonna pick one winner, but we're gonna pick two. So it's a total of 5 people that got picked to have free access to the Patreon and classes for life. So yeah, in this time we're gonna do 3 different tiers. So it'll be a $25 raffle, $50, and $100. Some people wanted to donate more, so we created 3 different tiers. That way people have options. If it don't apply, let it fly. But we appreciate everybody who donates to us. And see the vision, see what we're trying to do, and just here to help us scale up and support us. So we appreciate y'all for sure.
100,000%. Appreciate y'all.
And then we also are going to launch the Patreon. Hopefully we can launch it this evening. That's what I want. It's some stuff going on the back end that we're trying to get worked out. And then hopefully we can launch it this evening. If not, it'll be hopefully tomorrow or sometime this week. But it's gonna get launched this week. Y'all. The Patreon is coming. For those that are ready to start printing money with us with DeFi. With that Patreon, it's gonna be weekly calls. We're going to be talking about different DeFi protocols. It's going to be how-to videos. It's just going to be an open chat where we're just helping everybody and assisting them on this DeFi journey, because it's not something you should be doing by yourself, especially if you don't know what you're doing. That way you have some support and some help. Kind of holding your hand through the process because it's new, but this is information everybody should be privy of, because once I got introduced to it, the first thing that came to my mind was this is a definite glitch in the matrix. If more people knew about this opportunity, more people would be well off, or they'll have at least more income coming in that will be helping them out so much. So yeah, the Patreon is gonna be $50 a month. $50 a month. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So appreciate y'all for sure. So yeah, we'll start off. I want to talk about this Ripple news. Let's talk about this OCC stuff. If the OCC grants Ripple a national charter, what they talking about right there? Let me go ahead and share the screen. For those over there on TikTok, if you want to see the screen, head over to YouTube, type in BlockNation Network. We should pop up if you want to see the screen.
All right.
Oh,
so
shoot. I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, you good.
Great. Okay. All right. That's better. All right. You can go.
So the OCC grants Ripple a national charter. Does RLUSD sideline XRP or supercharge it? All right. So what are they talking about? So basically what happened was that Ripple applied to the US OCC to create a Ripple National Trust Bank, which would issue and custody is dollar stablecoin RLUSD, right? Everybody familiar with RLUSD. If you're not familiar with RLUSD, that's the stablecoin for Ripple. RLUSD. So RLUSD already runs on the XRPL, and Ethereum is built into Ripple's payment system and is about $730 million in tokens in circulation. And this stuff matters because, the federal bank charter will put RLUSD inside the United States banking rules under the new Genius Act for stablecoins. That could make big banks and payment firms more comfortable using RLUSD, aka Ripple, speeding up the real world adoption for this stuff. And then just some key numbers to put in your head is that RLUSD supply is 730 million. They had an earlier milestone of $250 million market cap by April, and XRP reserves on XPRL is 1 XRP base per account. And will RLUSD sideline or supercharge XRP? So it could sideline it, right? It could sideline it because if businesses settle payments in RLUSD, some routes that once used XRP as a bridge may shift to the dollar token. And it could boost it because bigger RLUSD pools on the XRPL give market makers reason to pair RLUSD with XRP, which could deepen AMM liquidity and use XRP for routing. And then XRP fees burns stay tiny per transaction. And then real world utility comes from the liquidity and the trading routes. So it could either sideline it or it could boost it up, right? I think we are hoping for the latter, right? But at the same time, like you said, Queen, this is crypto. Anything could happen. Mm-hmm. And then, to put it in regulatory context, the Genius Act, sets who could issue payment stablecoins and bans paying interest to holders. And OCC charter helps with the U.S. compliance and could make it easier to meet rules in the EU, which is MiCA, Hong Kong, and the UK. So basically what I'm watching for next is whether Ripple gets a Federal Reserve master account, a separate approval for holding reserves and accessing Fed payment rails, or the OCC decision timing, and any public, display that they have with anything. And because the OCC, they've been at work for the past couple of weeks. We've been seeing a lot of them, in the news lately as well. And the growth of RLUSD on XRPL AMMs and whether XRP volume rises along RLUSD liquidity. So you think the volume rises with RLUSD liquidity or not?
Hold on, so in the comments, somebody asked about RLUSD. Just remember that's a stable coin, okay? It's a stable coin, not a regular asset, okay? All right, what you asked me again? I'm sorry. I was saying because I ain't want them to go dump some money in something. It was like, why is it not growing? Yeah,
it ain't moving.
Yeah, why it's not moving? It's a stable coin. It's a stable coin.
$1.
Yeah, it's a stable coin. So y'all, and make sure when y'all come on the line, I'm not just talking to that one person specifically, but for the new people, make sure you do your research before you put your money into something. Don't just go buy something because you heard us discussing it or we brought up a certain token. So make sure you do your research first. That way, So like a stable coin, that's not the same thing. That's not like something you invest in. I mean, you can invest in it if it's given APR, but it's not like XRP and all that. But okay, what you say again?
So basically,
Oh, you was asking me about what do I think? Something about more. I forgot what you said, but the XRPL gonna.
I was asking the growth of RLUSD on XRPL AMMs and whether XRP volume rises alongside RLUSD liquidity. Do you think the volume is going to rise with the RLUSD
Sure.
liquidity?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. RUSD. Yeah, it's gonna be plenty of liquidity coming through there, for sure. For
Okay.
sure. So I mean, they both have their roles. I mean, the XRP is gonna be the bridge, and the RUSD has a role. They both have roles. I don't know where this came from. This is why people would have to make sure that they understand the tech and how all this stuff works. Because I don't know why people have this fear that RLUSD is replacing XRP. This has been debunked on multiple occasions and have been explained. So I don't know why people are questioning this. Is
Right.
RLUSD sideline XRP? Like, no, it doesn't sideline it. So,
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
all right.
But yeah, that was basically it for that.
For that one. Okay, so we got the London Stock Exchange. So they're launching $1.2 trillion Microsoft backed private fund market on blockchain.
Yep. So basically, the London Stock Exchange Group launched a new blockchain-based system to run private funds. It handles issuing fund shares, taking investor orders, and keeping the registry and post-trade services in one place. The first live deal involved Members Cap, which is a reassurance asset manager, and then Microsoft provides the cloud tech behind it. And private markets are big to slow the process, right? So putting fund records and actions on these shared digital systems can cut the paperwork, reduce errors, and speed up the money movement, fam. Right? It's all about moving that moolah around. So even small adoption could be huge. The UK has about $1.2 trillion or pounds rather in private market assets. If just 5% moves on chain, that's roughly 60 billion pounds. That's just moving on chain. If just 5%, because they have about 1.2 trillion in private market assets. So basically the tokenized cash and treasury products on chain is 7.4 billion. The policy moves. So the FCA's Pisces pilot for private share trading and stamp duty exemptions aim to make private markets more efficient. And basically how it works is smart contracts and shared ledgers act as a common source of truth for who owns what and when trades settle, right? That's why those smart contracts are important, because it gives pretty much the verification on who owns what they bought, when they bought it. It gives that data, right? This enables faster subscription and redemptions and easier collateral use while using legal records and stuff like that. But there's risks. The regulation is that the UK and the global rules still define on how on-chain cash can settle. The Bank of England is cautious about stablecoins for payments. They cautious for now until, they're going to start using the shit. And then as far as adoption, big benefits need many fund managers, transfer agents, and custodians and distributors to plug in. And then not crypto trading. The LSEG frames this as a market infrastructure, not as a retail crypto product. So basically, what I'm looking for is which major private fund managers onboard flagship strategies, and whether administrators and transfer agents offer straight through APIs, because we talked about that the other week. And then custodians accepting tokenized fund shares as collateral, which is huge. And then just the overall expansion to other types of assets besides these private funds, right? Because we know that this shit is going to be opened up to many different companies, many different organizations, many different blocks across the world, fam. So I mean, keep your eyes peeled. And the fact that Microsoft is working with them gives it more validation. They're going to be working on the cloud technology behind it.
Yep. And then so I highlighted something right here from the article. It says that the BIS and the Financial Stability Board in reports to the G20 emphasized that while tokenization can improve clearance, settlement, and collateral use through atomic delivery and shared ledgers, the benefits depend on sound regulation and robust settlement assets. So LSEG's design choice to operate within existing regulatory parameters with Microsoft Cloud for scale aligns with that direction. So, yeah.
Yep.
So they're making sure that they got policy together, so that they can settle this money with no problems. So yeah, this is gonna be huge.
Yep.
So yeah, we definitely got to watch whether these large private market managers, see what they're gonna do as far as whether they're gonna use the transfer agents or what. So this is gonna be cool. I think straight through APIs for subscriptions and redemptions, and whether custodians accept tokenized fund entries are eligible collateral. So yeah, now they taking the tokenization route, gang. It's too much money. That's basically what all this is saying. It's too much money, gang. This is the route that they're taking. Like
Yeah,
this is what
they just use 5% of that 1.2 trillion. That's $60 billion on chain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yep.
And this is just from the London Stock Exchange, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So I wonder, they don't name no blockchains on here or nothing.
Nah, I was looking for it.
A newer Ripple BCG study lays out steeper adoption. That's all I be wanting to know. Okay, I know y'all doing it. What changed? You know what I'm saying? How is all this stuff getting moved around? What y'all settling in? Like I be wanting to know shit like that. I gotta look more into that. But yeah, no, it's about to be a lot of money moving on chain. 2026 really is when y'all gonna start seeing a lot of these institutions really start going on chain. They're just waiting on regulations. But 2026, you're gonna start seeing a lot of this. It's gonna be a lot more articles like this. Because that's the direction that they're going in. So yeah, 2026 and beyond, I say between like the next 3 to 5. I think stuff that the typical people think something like this would take 5 to 10 years to like go full scale, something like this. But typically, it's not really gonna take 5 to 10 years. I would really say 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 to be for the sake of conversation, just to be conservative. But I don't think it's gonna take that long. For these type of private funds, to move some of this money on the blockchain.
That's a fact.
Yes, 1 to 3 years exactly. Do you think think once regulation hit the government come for our crypto? No. That's why you need to self-custody. That's why you need to self-custody. That's why we be talking about cold wallets. That's another reason to self-custody. Okay, so I'll move on to this next article. So yeah, next we have 1 second. So yeah, let's talk about this massive demand for crypto IPOs. Let's talk about this real quick because we got some more. Gemini been like really hot lately. We've been seeing a lot of Gemini stuff. Gemini has been in the headlines for like at least 2-3 months straight. They always got something going on. So let's see
what they doing now.
All right, so it's 2 crypto related companies. So it's Gemini and Figure Technologies. That we're gonna talk about with this article. So they both recently IPO. So both IPOs saw a lot of demand. It was a lot more than expected. So investors wanted in far more shares than that were actually available. So it wasn't enough shares available. I guess people wanted to buy like way more. So Gemini, so its IPO was oversubscribed by over 20x. So yeah, damn. It was oversubscribed, so that's crazy. So they originally planned to sell at between $17 to $19 a share, but because of the high demand, that raised it to $24 to $26 a share. So they raised over $425 million. So their valuation is close to $3.1 billion. That's Gemini's valuation now as a company. It's close to $3.1 billion. So Figure, they raised $787.5 million by selling 31.5 million shares at $25 a share. So their valuation is over $7 billion.
That's crazy.
So
That's
damn,
crazy.
they made more than Gemini. That's the one we should have. Damn, I should have got in on that. Fuck. I started paying
Right.
because damn, they doubled what Gemini did. But basically what this means, so this shows that public markets are becoming more willing to back crypto native companies. So those built around blockchain and digital assets, especially ones that are more mature, have solid business models, and operate within clear regulatory frameworks. Also, investors in these cases weren't just retail everyday people; these were institutional investors as well. They were also deeply involved. So the signal is that crypto isn't just hype anymore. And I hope that it's sending a clear signal out to people that we have been trying to get involved in this space, because you just genuinely don't want to see certain friends and certain family members left behind. Um, so there's a growing interest in companies that deliver real services. Um, I'm sorry, yeah, that deliver real services and that can show revenue and regulatory compliance. So yeah, we're gonna like crypto, like we said, it's mainstream now. Institutions want it, the big dogs want it. This is no longer a joke. This is no longer speculative. This is like happening already. Like you're in the wealth transfer as we speak. Like this stuff is happening. So stable coins are growing. They're growing a lot again. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip to the damn stable coins.
What happened?
No, I had skipped down too much.
Oh.
To the stable coins.
Nah, you good.
I almost clicked on the article.
I mean,
But yeah, that's pretty much what this article is talking about. It's just that the IPOs are getting bigger and bigger. Investors are finding out that these companies are going to be worth a lot of money in the future, and people are trying to get in on the IPOs. These companies don't have enough shares available. So that just tells you people know. That's what that's telling me. For them to like be oversubscribed when they're IPOing, that means a lot of people know what the fuck is going on. A lot of people do.
Nah, they do. And they listen. All you got to do is stand pat, hold on. Do what you got to do to continue to track. You on the right track. But it's very interesting how all this shit is getting rolled out, fam. It's very interesting how this shit's getting rolled out. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of us been waiting for a long time. What'd you say?
I know. I said they're scaling up fast. These companies.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick said gold just hit a new all-time high. Yep. And silver is at $43 an ounce. Yep. Shout out to you if you was buying silver under $43 an ounce.
Yeah, it's going crazy right now. So yeah, no, we're not talking about a Ripple IPO. Y'all might as well put that off for another year. You're not gonna see a Ripple IPO for probably another year to 2 years, maybe 2027. You'd be lucky if you see one next year. That would throw me off. So I wouldn't even be sitting around twiddling my thumbs for that. Because they're gonna go last.
That ain't happening.
Nah,
not no time soon.
Hell no.
Would it be crazy if they just came out of nowhere and just be like, "Yo, we about to IPO tomorrow" or something?
I mean, yeah, that would be crazy, but I don't,
I don't think that's.
No, it's gonna take a year or two. It just depends on how long it takes for all this stuff to start going, like getting, going mainstream. I mean, you're starting to see it more now. You got airlines accepting crypto for payment. Like you're getting ready. It's scaling up. I just know Ripple going last. So whether that's 2026, 2027, they going last.
Gotcha. They do.
No, that has nothing to do with XRP. Ripple IPO, that's two separate things.
Grand finale. The grand finale.
Right, exactly. It's two separate things. But yeah, stablecoin growth. So stablecoin growth accelerates as Tether launches USAT for US market. So let's get into that real quick. So yeah, I was one of those people straddling the fence as well. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen with Tether. I just knew that before they were gonna be compliant, this was coming off as Tether was not gonna be compliant and that they were gonna have some issues. So shoot, who was this that just called me? I'm sorry, hold on. I don't know who that was. Okay, sorry, y'all. Let's see. Okay, let me pull this up. What you was about to say, D?
Nah, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? I said they got some competition, yo. It's not like
no, they do, but I think they got plans with Tether. That's why they're gonna allow them to be compliant.
Okay.
I think they had some other projects, they had some other stuff they was getting into. Well, I mean, we'll see how it plays out though. This is crypto, so I don't fucking. It could be like this week, then next week it could be all hell break loose. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it, but as of right now, it look like Tether might be all right for a little bit. We're gonna see.
Right.
So yeah, we got the stable. So yeah, let's talk about it real quick. So stable coins are growing a lot again. So the total supply is close to $300 billion. Tether, y'all know, is the biggest issuer in the space. So they're launching a new U.S. stablecoin called USAT, aimed at U.S. users and institutions. So key features for USAT. So it will follow U.S. rules under the Genius Act, which demands full backing, regular public reporting, and working with regulated banks. Partnerships. So they're working with Anchorage Digital Bank. They will issue it. Cantor Fitzgerald will handle custody of the reserves. So this is led by Bo Hines. So we should have known. Remember, I think I kind of said that when we found out Bo Hines was leaving his role at the White House and he was going to Tether.
Right.
So that's what I knew right there. Tether's probably safe because they're sending him on another mission. His mission at the White House was complete. And so they sent him over there to Tether and said, yeah, get this together as well. So that's when I kind of knew right there. I had a feeling like, okay, Tether might be okay because they sent Bo Hines over there for a reason. Like that was clear as day. That was
cats ain't going nowhere. Them cats ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere. So so that stable coin is expected to launch before the end of this year. So before the end of 2025. So this matters because that the stable coin world is moving from just speed and low fees to focus more on regulation, trust, and transparency. So USAT gives the U.S. entities a more compliant option, which could compete with existing stablecoins like USDC. But there are risks ensuring that USAT remains liquid, that it keeps claims, and making sure exchanges and wallets supported well. So yes, they need to make sure that they have transparency. They need to be transparent this time around because we didn't get a lot of that last time. I just know that they would print Tether and Bitcoin would start moving up. So we definitely need some transparent this time from USAT. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But yeah, it looked like Tether is here to stay and they are moving forward. So it looks like we're gonna stop printing the illegal tethers and we're gonna use the legal ones, and Bitcoin's still gonna pump. So there is hope for Bitcoin.
Transparency, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
Who is John Mark? Hold on, we got some comments over here. Y'all keep putting your trust in Trump. You will find out he is lining his duh. Now I gotta come on here and act like duh.
John gotta be new here. He gotta be new here.
Trump lining his pockets up. Duh. And we're lining our pockets up too. And trust me, he got a whole financial institution. Then he gonna line his pockets up. Then he gonna crash it. He gonna crash the system that they using to move the money on. The global financial system that they moving the money, because all of it's going on chain. He gonna crash the blockchain. The global financial. Y'all, please.
People be peopling, man.
Yeah, listen, y'all don't fully understand this. Duh, he told y'all clear as day after he became president and while he was running that he said what? How did he say? We'll use crypto to pay off the debt. Duh, you're not saying anything we didn't know.
Just like Mike said, all politicians do. All they do is take the bag. That's it.
Line their pockets up. The reason why we're talking about this opportunity, I'm so glad he made this very dumb comment so that the new people in here will understand that the reason why we're here is because this time around with this asset class, you can line your pockets up along with the millionaires and billionaires. You don't have to sit on the sideline and say, oh, I'm too poor. That's not this time. Yeah. You're not too poor to line your pockets up this time. This time, you can make some money as well. Okay, that's the difference in the opportunity. I don't care if the president was Kamala Harris and if it was her doing everything that he's doing, I would be saying the same thing. This is not about the president. This is about the fact of the matter that whoever was going to be in the seat from 2024 to 2028 was going to sign these bills because that was what was planned. That is what they put into play. And this is the system that they're moving to. So the opportunity that you have is to invest in those technologies, whether you're on the stock side or whether you're on the crypto side, is to line your pockets up with utility and real world assets and capitalize off of the situation. And this time they're tokenizing it. So now they're going to tokenize stocks and bring those on chain so that your poor ass can invest in those too. So now you have an opportunity to make some money. Who gives a damn who the president is? It doesn't matter. You need to get paid. A lot of your problems will be solved if you just got some money. It doesn't matter who and who's in charge and who's going to do it. What fucking matters is that he's going to get the goddamn bill signed and you're going to get paid. And then from there, you scale up. Damn who the president is. I don't give a fuck who the president is, prime minister is, the pope is. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit affects my everyday fucking life. The fact of the matter is we need to get money. We need to scale up and we need to level up in life and we need to have new opportunities. We need to have more assets. We need to have more real estate. We need to have just different income streams coming in so we can pass shit down to our kids so our families can break the chain of being poor. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. I don't give a damn about Trump this and Harris this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Let's get paid. That's not why we're here. I'm not here to all that political shit. Throw it out the window. Who gives a fuck? It don't matter. If they had shot Trump in the neck the other day and JD came in, I would be looking at JD like this. So yeah, when we gonna sign these bills? It don't matter. I don't care who it is. Sign the bills. Sign the bill. Let me close the door. Hold on.
Damn. Tell them how you really feel, Queen. Tell them how you really feel.
Everybody got to get their head out of the clouds. That is the distraction. That is the whole thing. Y'all be so fixated on that. And he's going to do this. And he's going to, like y'all said this 10 presidents ago, that all this dumb shit was going to happen. And here we are in 2025. Everybody still clocking in. Y'all still paying mortgages. Y'all still paying high-ass car notes, high-ass credit card bills. We got high-ass interest rates. Y'all always say all this doomsday shit. Get some money. Figure out how to get more money. Stop talking about all that dumb shit. The main thing you need to be worried about is getting more money. I already have money, Ash. Okay, well, get some more money for your kids. Have more money for your kids so when you die, they got more. Do something. But goddamn, all that political shit, y'all gonna goddamn send y'all ass in cardiac arrest with talking about that shit. Worrying about that shit. That's why y'all hair be falling out, because y'all think the goddamn sky finna fall.
This is a well-rested Ash. This is a well-rested Ash.
Goodness gracious.
I can tell you what to the South, fam. You brought.
I done went home and I done seen where I came from and was like, oh, I gotta get some money. That's why I stayed there 3 days max and got the fuck out of there. I was speeding down 85 to come back to the DMV. I said, oh, hell no, y'all. This bullshit. I can't do this shit. I gotta get away from this bullshit. I gotta go. All y'all worried. Y'all think y'all going back to play. I can't be around that low vibrational ass shit, boy. Y'all got to elevate. Y'all got to get out of that shit. Please turn the TV off. This is why that Kendrick song, I don't care if you don't like Kendrick, but that song is very, very relevant. Turn the TV off. Please turn it off, gang. Please. Turn the TV off and let's focus on getting some money. So we're gonna get back to this money because now we need to talk about these bills since we on this. Since we on this way.
Fire, yo. Yeah. She on fire, fam. She on fire, fam. Well rested.
Yeah.
What French Hill talking about?
Let's see what French Hill talking about real quick. All right, so yeah, the father of crypto bills. So French Hill, he's talking about market structure effort, how it should tweak genius. So yes, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. So yes, let's get into the updates for the market structure bill because that's the main bill we're waiting for. So French Hill, yeah. So for those who don't know, because there's new people in the chat, French Hill, he's a U.S. representative who has pushed crypto legislation. We got Cynthia Loomis. For those who don't know, she's a U.S. senator. She's working on crypto law as well, especially the market structure bill. She's heavily involved. And then we have the Genius Act. So y'all know the Genius Act was a stablecoin bill that just passed. That was the first crypto bill that Trump signed into law. Then this next bill that we're waiting on him to sign that will be signed by the end of this year, according to Cynthia Loomis and the rest of Congress, the Clarity Act. So this is a much larger bill because it's market structure, so it's governing crypto. So
Okay.
this is gonna be huge. So this is what they want. So Hill and others want to adjust the Genius Act, not replace it, but add certain clarifications and enhancements. So some proposed changes are making CEOs and CFOs of stablecoin issuers legally responsible for accurate financial disclosures. So yes, we need transparency. We need y'all to stop lying because you can't lie anymore because we can see everything. Requiring annual audits by external accounting firms to make sure controls are working. That's exactly. We need to make sure everything is everything. Restricting non-financial companies from issuing stablecoins. So yeah, we need to stop all the dumb shit. My bad. Thought my computer was about to shut down. Okay, so ensuring that U.S. investors can use their own wallets as well and do peer-to-peer crypto transactions without undue interference. So they're trying to make it more seamless for us to do transactions through our wallets. So that's your hardware wallets, your code wallets.
That sounds good. That sounds
So
good.
that sounds great. So this matters because the stablecoin law is brand new and regulators are beginning to implement it. So these tweaks are meant to strengthen trust and oversight. So this is going to make sure that the people in charge are accountable, which is what we want, and that there are good financial controls, and that users still have options for custody and transactions. So there's a push to get the full market structure bill through by the end of this year. Loomis went on record and said that at some event, I think she was at last week, but she broke it down. But yeah, Loomis wants the Senate to finish its version of the crypto market structure legislation by then. So by the end of this month, I think y'all know how this shit go with the law. I don't know the name of each sector. I could go look it up. I don't feel like it. But one sector supposed to have their shit done by the end of September. The other one supposed to have it done before October is out, and they want the goal is for Trump to sign the bill before Thanksgiving. That's the update that I got from Loomis in the clip that I saw earlier. I'll see if I saved the clip. I don't remember if I did or if I didn't. If I see it, I will play it on this live. But that's the update for right now. So we're hoping that this is signed by Trump by November as well, because that means we'll be having a very Merry Christmas. I think it'll take about, some people think it's going to take them about 6 to 8 months to scale after these laws get signed. I'm going to go on a limb and say 3 to 6. Because Trump has to have this stuff up and going. He needs the market up, and because we got to get interest rates cut at least 3, 4, 5 times before midterms, because he needs his market to go back up. I'm going to go on a limb and say the next 3 or 6 months, we should be seeing at least the market going up better than what the hell it's been doing.
Yeah.
I don't like this pullback and then it come up and it just go back to the price we saw that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see new all-time highs. We seeing old all-time highs. Motherfuckers be, oh man, it's running. No, the fuck it ain't. It ain't even what the price went to a month ago. What y'all talking about? So I'm ready to see new all-time highs. I don't want to keep seeing the same shit. Like, well, that's what they keep doing with Stronghold. Stronghold get listed on the exchange, but they done pulled the shit back to a penny. So then when they get listed on the exchange, then they go back to 2 cents. The fuck? I'm sick of that shit. The manipulation is the same, but that is how they are manipulating the market. That is what they are doing right now, and that shit is working because it's getting a lot of people to sell their bags because they're impatient.
Manipulation is an all-time fucking high, yo. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing it for forever with the stock market. Now they just doing it with the crypto market. They playing with your. You got to be able to control your emotions, fam. You got to be able to control your emotions. You got to just read them between the lines as much as you can, so you don't crash out, fam. Like
100%. 100%. And yeah, I did see the ad from Uphold. I actually would like to play that. Let me see if I actually save that really quick. Uphold did have a new ad with Zebec. Shout out to all the Zebec holders in the chat. If you was a Zebec holder, drop fires in the chat. All my Zebec holders, people that's, even if you held it before, made some money with it, and you done moved it into a different bag, you know what I'm saying? But all my Zebec holders, old and new, drop a fire in the chat.
Hey.
We got a lot of Zebec holders in the chat over here on TikTok.
You made money with Zebec, put a fire in the chat. There you go.
I love that for y'all. Here it is right here. Let me send this over.
It's a lot of fire. That's a lot of fire, fam. It's a lot of fire.
All right. right, here we go, right here. So I'll show.
Zebec.
So we'll look at this right quick.
Okay.
Zebec.
The beat of a new.
Why is this coming up like this? Hold on, y'all. All right, let's make this big. Like I said, for those that want to see the screen, go to YouTube.
You can feel it. The pulse of progress. The beat of a new system. Money that moves with the same energy as the game. No more waiting. Just pure, constant momentum. A flow powered by Zebec, secured by Uphold. This is a stadium takeover. The game is finally yours.
So yeah, the Zebec said they getting busy.
Yeah,
They're doing a space with Uphold later this month. That's what they said right here in the comments. So they said stay tuned for upcoming community campaigns as well.
They damn near had a Super Bowl spot with that shit, right? That shit like they must have dug into the budget and was like, all right, we gotta make something tight.
I mean, apparently, Zebec got some good tech over there, so
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense. Moving forward, that was a good move. Telling y'all, shout out, like even if you held Zebec and sold it, you know it's a pretty solid project. I mean, you can always buy back in. Not financial advice because the price is still low. It's still sub a penny. So some people may hop back in. Some people may just add to what they already have. But I think it's a pretty solid project from what I'm seeing, and we're early, so it always pays to be early.
Right. Nah, it definitely pays to be early. Definitely pays to be the first in line.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So in other news, it was some other news that came out today that I thought was pretty important news in my opinion. Just because this type of stuff matters as well, just as much as the other stuff we talk about. But let me open that up for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. All right, so appreciate y'all for the gifts over there on TikTok too. Thank y'all. I meant to say something earlier, but I was ranting. Thank you. But we got the SEC. So Paul Atkins says that they will notify businesses of technical violations before taking enforcement action. So this is marking a shift from aggressive enforcement approach. So this is huge because now they're giving them a warning, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Lock in, because or we coming. You feel me? That's better than catching companies and businesses and people off guard and just coming in and just enforcing some shit and taking them to court and fining them, because that's essentially what they've been doing. They've been coming in, some selling people like, hey, yep, so you can either pay this fine or we'll see you in court, and you know what I'm saying, not giving people opportunity to correct whatever wrongdoings that they doing. So I thought that was pretty bullish news for businesses that's in the market as well. So I wanted to share that. And then it was another update that came out earlier as well. So Trump is some Trump news. So Trump basically says that pending SEC approval, but companies will no longer be required to report earnings quarterly, but instead every 6 months. That's major. That's major. So he doing that for his own saving grace.
That's what I was.
You know why he doing it? But that's good for everybody else too that got business. So now you just got to report your earnings quarterly. Not, I'm sorry, every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
That's
so they got time to mess with the numbers. They got time to do whatever they need to do. Right. So, damn.
Yeah, fix your shit up. Pretty much Trump saying, just fix y'all shit up. I'm giving you more time. Make your shit look legit, and we're gonna keep moving forward. Give you a little bit more time. You know what I'm saying? Every 6 months, twice a year. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is pending approval though. So we'll see if the SEC approves this, which I think they will, because he only appointed people that was gonna do what he say. So that's that on that. Like I said, don't really care how you feel about politics. We're here to make money. I don't give a fuck.
That's I mean, you got to take your emotions out of it, fam. Like, stop getting emotional about shit that don't got too much to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So, some of these things don't got too much to do with any of us. All right. Of course, you know, some of these laws and stuff like that, but the stuff that people be talking about don't got shit to do with us.
Exactly.
Nada.
Exactly. Still holding. Yep. But other than that, that was pretty much the updates that I had for this afternoon. You had anything else, D?
I'm looking right now to see if anything. I know
I
had mentioned.
Gotta go soon.
Somebody in the Telegram had mentioned pump fund over the weekend because it had record earnings in the past week and stuff like that. So it's a meme coin, but you know, I don't know. This is not financial advice or nothing, but I'm just saying pump fund meme coin was going crazy.
Was going crazy over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you know I missed that. I was trying my best to decompose. So
no, I hear you.
This weekend, I definitely missed it. But that's what the Telegram for. Shout out to the Telegram for keeping y'all hip though.
Shout out to Telegram, fam. Telegram, you missed something. It's just like somebody be in there. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody
here. It's Crypto Encyclopedia. So yeah, for those that would like to join the Telegram, the link is in the bio for that as well. So yes, for those that came in late, we are running a raffle back. Shout out to everybody who donated last week. We just fell short of goals, so we're running it back this week. So we'll do the drawing next Monday. This time we have three slots because some people wanted to donate a little bit more. So we did 3 tiers. It's $25, $50, and $100. And then this time we're picking 2 winners that will get free access to that DeFi Patreon, as well as classes for life. So tap into that. The link for that's in the bio. Telegram link is in the bio. Hopefully we can launch this Patreon this evening. If not, it will hopefully tomorrow or sometime this week. But the Patreon's coming, y'all. It's coming.
Oh yeah.
A couple things we fixed on the back end. We just want to make sure everything is straight. That way we can just focus on making money at this point.
And the information that's being put in there, crazy. Shout out to Cecil.
Yeah, so the Patreon, the DeFi Patreon, so that's gonna entail you'll be getting we'll be doing weekly calls. It'll be updates in there as well as just how-to videos. And just kind of just helping it, pretty much holding your hand through this whole DeFi process because it's a new thing. But it's a glitch in the matrix. A lot of people, I feel like even traders, I have a lot of friends that still trade Forex because they're pretty profitable traders, but I'm telling everybody to like, hey, at least take a look at it. I think this is just another stream of income. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a glitch in the matrix. I think it's easier than trading, which I think a lot of people, if you think learning DeFi is a little bit easier than learning how to day trade, drop a fire in the chat. If you think DeFi, a lot of y'all have been exposed to it, so y'all let me know. I'm trying to see something here because you can make money in DeFi just as quick as day trading. Am I wrong or am I right? Drop a fire. Let me know. But I think
shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I know we on to something here with this DeFi thing. Not saying stop day trading. No shade. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? If you're a good trader, you're a profitable trader, DeFi is just gonna be another income for you. I just wanted to see for some people, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are agreeing. So yeah. We're gonna be launching that Patreon this week. I'm excited because I like making money, but I like other people making money with me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have friends, but it's a whole nother thing when you got friends and some of them ain't got no money. It's like you be wanting to do certain stuff, but it's like, damn, I can't even call such and such because I know they ain't got it. I'm gonna have to cover them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like when everybody making money. I wouldn't be doing this or even be trying to tell y'all like, hey, join this, if y'all couldn't make money too. wouldn't even have went into business because I'm not one of them type of people. I want everybody making money. Everybody
should be.
No, the Patreon is not a replacement to Wealth 28. For those, Wealth 28 Club, I always say is great. We still are affiliated with them. So for those that would like to take a course, you know what I'm saying? And some people have different learning methods. Some people are going to learn better with the Wealth 28 Club with Cypress and them. And some people are going to be comfortable with what we're doing. But we don't have the course, like theirs is totally different. They have a course and everything to go along with what they're doing. We're just getting right into the protocols and, you know what I'm saying, pretty much helping everybody make money. So it's a difference. No, I'm not trying to sit here and be in competition. I'm affiliated with Wealth 28 Club. If you want to join them, the link is in the bio as well.
Yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah, they the one put us on. They the one put us on. They put us
on, yeah. Aqua, DeFi King, they put us on to the DeFi. So, it's all love there. So y'all don't be going around spreading dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go around spending dumb shit, because then I'm gonna find out who it is and I'm gonna call your ass out and we're gonna talk face to face. For sure. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, other than that, we will see y'all this evening on the live at the 6 p.m. live. But yeah, other than that, y'all, we gonna see y'all later. Yeah.
See y'all later. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Kween and Dean, we're building things in this crypto world. Nothing's as fine.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick. Don't disrespect yourself. And look these up. Right now. You won't regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. So I with the moves before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in and flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game. In the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it right to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you on the road, you better tune in tight. Queen and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. In every podcast episode, they set the pace and the hustle at the block to their light. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress, who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and Dean,
this shit real. We not. Oh my god.